Portland lineup presented by NBT Bank. And as we mentioned, Casey, that two-striker pairing up top.
They're going to be able to take care of things and then look for Farine and Hinderlong to be that attacking production for this group.
Joel Serrano, the first choice goalkeeper for the Puerto Rico national team, making his USL League One debut tonight on his 26th birthday. Big shoes to fill. Lalo Delgado's 4 clean sheets. Real maestro at the back in terms of organization and communication. Unavailable tonight, as you mentioned, one of 3 players serving a red card suspension that we're going to talk about in just a little bit. Portland on the right side of your screen, rather left in the all-white. It is FC Naples on the right in the navy blue. Lauren Aldrich is the woman with the whistle. The ball is on the spot. And the second ever soccer game from Fitzpatrick Stadium is off and away. Portland already starting brightly. Took less than 2 minutes for them to concede in their first match at home. Head coach Bobby Murphy saying it's just the nerves of the moment at a new home and walking out in front of thousands of fans. All the players felt it. They managed to respond well, get a draw in that match.
Well, I think what we're already seeing is the pace of play really high from both sides with Naples coming off the loss. They're trying to get after it, and so is Portland.
Varela for Wada, eyes up for the cross, standing it up to the back post. Contested header. Did it take a touch? It did not.
But I love that from Washington on the back post. Wow.
And the red card has come out. And Joel Serrano has been sent off. The goalkeeper on his 26th birthday in his USL League One debut, given his marching orders inside 7 minutes.
Well, this is certainly something that completely changes the trajectory of a game potentially, and you can see our center official point at something that he might have done something with his boot and coming down right there. And I don't know if it's from that play or what happened afterwards, because our center official.
Well, head coach Matt Pullen spoke on how this field can be narrow at times. It's going to feel like there's a lot of space for Portland, and they have a lot of space almost every time they go forward, it seems.
It will feel more that way because of the less numbers for Naples, and something that Bobby Murphy wants to see from his group is using those spaces, making it uncomfortable for teams to play out. So now with the man advantage as well, plus the home crowd, you can expect them to be very smothering defensively.
Here's a promising opportunity. Brunandron for the top of the key, curling it just over the bar. A speculative effort, and not a million miles away in the end. Lofted delivery, header across and just over. Once again, it's Titus Washington getting free for it.
We're already seeing the aerial presence that he can be, and if you're Naples, you want to get 1, maybe 2 players around him, because he has won everything in the air. It's just a matter of time before getting this on frame. The ball a little bit too far outside the 6-yard box there to be able to get much power on it, but he is someone that is going to be really important for Portland on those set pieces.
Just the second start in the league for Washington. His 6th appearance in total, yet to find his first goal for Hearts of Pine in USL League One. Rather played his pro ball with Louisville City and North Carolina FC. Corner kick presented by Allagash. Halterman out for it, didn't get it cleanly, did get a paw to it in the end. And it's a great stop from the 3rd-string goalkeeper. And a yellow card issued to Sean Vinberg amidst the fray.
Portland, and a great recovery from Halterman, because right there goes for the initial save, and then watch him get back in front of the goal. Just gets that little palm there, draws the foul. A little bit of incidental contact, honestly, from Vinberg, just in a scramble moment. I'm very surprised to see a hard-fought challenge in there.
So now Vinberg will walk a bit of a tightrope. One of 2 players on a yellow already, Chris Heckenberg in midfield for FC Naples.
I'd like to see Riley get a more advanced position there. There's no pressure on Vinberg and Lalamaki Camacho in the back, so he can get even higher in possession, just create more of an overload.
This is Varela into the 18-yard box, cutting it across frame, will fall to Kamara! Portland find the breakthrough! And it's the first half substitute, JT Kamara, with his first for the Hearts of Pine.
Well, and just like that, it's the wide spaces that come to fruition from an attacking standpoint. Right there, it's the underlapping run from Varela. He just puts it into a dangerous area. Good initial save, but I love the composure there from JT Kamara. And then he decides, I've got to lift it. I need to get power on it. Most people would take that first time in that moment. He shows so...
Kamara with a bit of swagger in his step now.
He's feeling it, huh?
Why not? Right on the turn! Stopped well by Halterman. Falls back to Kamara and headed away. A diving effort at that.
Not to show the yellow card. I don't know if I necessarily think that, but looking back at this last one, look at all that water coming up in that.
Wada standing over it, right to his right. It'll be Ollie Wright with pace towards Washington. Free header wide of the far post.
Washington's almost trying to be too perfect on this. You just want to direct that on frame, but what a dangerous opportunity there right at the end. How nice would that have been for Portland if this goes in? It's a great service. Halterman is really just stuck to his line because of the trajectory as that hits Washington's head.
It could have been two, but it is still a 1-0 advantage in favor of the Portland Hearts of Pine. Casey, your thoughts?
That's not good for them. It's another test of emotional management. Portland, if they see them being frustrated, is going to be okay with that.
Numbers in the box for the cutback. Players in the goal mouth able to block it. It looked like Luka Perpa waiting for a perfect moment on the doorstep. Hart's going to try and hold the 18. Clipped in by O'Connor. Flicked on. More scrambling for it. Got two gloves to it. Not once, but twice.
And I can understand why Morse is not happy here. The marking's not great. He makes the first save. You don't expect this ball to come back.
Not only because of the conditions, but also the field itself not as wide, especially now with one less player. They're not going to want to try and mess around at the back and play that route one pass early and often. Headed down, not cleared away, and it trickles over the line. Luka Perpa has equalized for Naples.
And to be honest, it felt like this was coming. FC Naples has come out from half.
O'Connor's delivery forces a punch by Morse and a roar from the Hearts of Pine faithful. Put right back in and flashing just wide. What an effort that would have been off the foot of Julian Cisneros.
My initial reaction was, uh-oh, because that looked to me like it was on frame. Cisneros, I don't think anyone expected him to hit that right away, but really opportunistic from the outside back in the attacking third.
Well intercepted once again by Heckenberg. Marine tried to keep it in play. Instead, Wada got there. Still going with Sashi Wada, despite the whistle.
And that's just a moment of Farine getting caught on the back shoulder of Wada. There wasn't a whole lot in it, but just when Wada gets that advantage of getting his shoulder in, easier to call that foul, making it more obvious to earn that free kick.
Yeah, it's just
Plays it short. Nobody picked up. Messer cleared away before it could flash across the face of goal. Varela! Oh, that is a screamer! Walter Varela restores the advantage for Portland. An unstoppable strike. Halterman getting a piece, unable to keep it out. 2-1 Hearts of Pine to the 75th.
Both goals have been about composure. That's what Varela demonstrates in this moment. Gets the half yard of space. He could have just kept it going, decides, I'm going to go for this.
Turning, looking for space, instead finding Perpa. To the far side for Cisneros. Naples looking for the immediate response. Big collision, and Morse is down.
It does look like his boot is extended. Look at it on the left arm right there.
So a couple changes in the center of the park, particularly defensively so for Naples. They've got to defend Washington now, looking for Liotti. Try to get it back to him. Instead falls to Punanjaran. Substitutions presented by $3 Deweys. Kamara still weaving his way through. So light on his feet. Punanjaran for Wada, opening up. It's Wada! And it's wide.
Great technical execution, though, from 3 players. Wada here, a little deception, just lets it roll across his body. I thought that was in. He chooses the wrong way to hit that.
We've seen 2 strikes with the instep of the foot, just picking the spot from 18 yards. He'd fancy Masashi Wada to cushion that one again. Could. Washington facing goal, gonna have a go. Not a bad effort in the end.
Why not? I think that makes complete sense. It was the right choice of finish in that moment, from that distance, from that angle. And right now you're seeing them sort of take advantage of the 2-player advantage that they do have. Washington goes for goal. You could say, hey, you can keep that, but I think it's a decent decision in that moment.
He's had a heck of a performance going the distance in this one. Goes down but managed to win the ball. Barella, Punanjaran, Kamara. Barella wants it back. Kamara will keep it, turning his defender inside out. The challenge comes in right at the end. Now in the 96th minute, a chance to seal all 3 points. Messer goes high and too high in the end. But that will do it. History for the Hearts.